Hello there, I hope you're all doing well. I've just jumped on to do a quick video about something that happened yesterday that I think has a really lovely message behind it. And again, I'm not going to spend the time writing about it because it takes me ages, but so I had a session with a really lovely lady early December last year whose presenting issue was a slide into chronic depression around Christmas time. Whenever the first Christmas things started to appear, like the decorations in shops and the ads on TV, she would retreat into this awful kind of lurid depression. And it was an avoidance strategy for something that happened, which I don't need to go into. Anyway, the point being is I got an email from her yesterday morning thanking me for the work that we did. I mean, I didn't do anything, she did all the work, but thanking me anyway and telling me about that she had, a wonderful Christmas for the first time since she can remember. But she also attached a photo to the email, which was terribly touching, and it showed her family and some extended family and herself, and in the background what I can only describe was, she went National Lampoon on her Christmas, right? The background was just like, it was amazing, from someone that had avoided Christmas with everything that she had for so many years. It was 0 to 1,000. It was amazing to see. Anyway, the point is, when I looked at that picture, yes, it was lovely to see that she was happy and that she'd given, able to be there for her children and herself around this time of year. But what got me was the looks of the faces of everybody around her children. She's got 2 beautiful children, her husband, but also the fact that her extended family were there. I don't know whose parents it was, that aren't uncles or grandparents, I don't really know. But I do know that that's the first time in probably 20 years that she's ever shared Christmas with anybody outside of her immediate family. And it just got me thinking about, when somebody who is suffering or is going through something very difficult eventually finds the courage to deal with it, how it can affect not just them, but how it can affect the families and the wider communities that they live in as well. And I think that's worth thinking about. I know certainly when I first started to do a lot of work and get some external support for the things that I was going through, I remember one of the major breakthroughs I had was I sat back and went, well, look, if I don't fix this, how is it going to continue to affect the people that I love, the people that are around me, my friends, my work, my colleagues, all those types of things. And look, I know when we're in the midst of life trauma and life turbulence, it's quite difficult, if not impossible, to sort of think of other people, because you're just trying to take care of yourself, and it takes all the energy that you've got, all the emotional and mental energy, just to keep yourself going day to day. But if you are somebody that is thinking about getting some help or is going through a difficult time, but can't quite muster, not so much the courage, but can't quite take that next step, perhaps have a think about how your recovery or by mustering the courage to resolve whatever you're facing, how that might affect the people around you as well, whether it's your family or whether you have children or whether it's colleagues or your friends, and just sort of have a think about how much better those people will be once you show up back in the world with whatever you're going through resolved and healed. Important message. Anyway, it was very touching. Have a good day, and see you soon.